Hello guys, Practiphile here, and today I'm gonna talk about the S12 Pros. I've had it for like 4 months already, and to be honest, I didn't really like this set at first. The bass was too much for me, really. And then like other sets came, and like I just didn't really have time to review this. But after that, when I was clear of other reviews, I gave them time. I changed the cable and the ear tips. I didn't really expect much on the change of sound when I changed the cable. It's just that the hooks on the original cable, it wasn't that as comfortable as the Dioko cable. There was something in it that makes my seal break. And then after that, I changed the tips to JVC spiral dots plus plus. Yeah, I can say that of all the planners I've tried, this is one of my favorite, along with the Duno Palace. As of now, I have what planners do I have here? I have the Dioko, and I have the KZ PR1 Pro. Now I've been shilling the PR1 Pro because of its price. It's just crazy good for the price, really, especially when it was released. So here, it's really good. Like the gain hits my target pretty well. I mean, overall, except for the treble, because the treble can be really bright for some, and it's giving really thin timbre on cymbals. This is the Pier 1 Pro here. But yeah, they included foam tips that changes or tames down the treble, and I'm really curious how they did that, because when I measured the PR1 Pro with other ear tips, it's just very minimal change in the treble for the most foam tips I have tried, except for the ones that came with this one. Or is it? Yeah, the like with the green stem. That tames the treble a lot. And I don't know how KZ did that with those foam tips, but it changes the tonality. So if you use those foam tips, and I have other foam tips as well, you really tame the treble down a bit. It's still unnatural, but it might work for you. Going back to my S12 Pros, these are just better. I've tried most planars at that time during the planar wars. I've tried the Zetian Wu, I've tried the Hook X, Panda, Talos, because I can audition them. When I was in Japan, I can audition sets. Plus, I was meeting up with Timmy, so I could try other sets from him. But these are just phenomenal. I've tried the S12 OG S12s too. The resolution in that one, it's just very good. The driver is really good, and it carries the same DNA to the S12 Pros, but with a different tuning direction. So, oh, I've tried also the Z12s. The Z12s are like S12s with more bass. This one has the same level of bass as the S12s, but with a tamer gain, and I think retained treble. So what happens is you get a more soothing mids. Warmer, should I say warmer? I'd say organic mids, because they're not warm because of the treble. It's just that they, compared to the other planars, like they have this bright tinge to them, like ultra clarity or something like that. It's not like that. This sounds like just natural. The tonality is more directed to a balanced one, wherein you get elevated bass, so everything's boosted. But timbre wise, I really like the timbre on these, except for hi-hats. Because as you can see, there's an energy there around 8K. You can feel that energy. It may be piercing to some, but not for me. That energy there affects the hi-hats. For the other cymbals though, like the rides, they're perfectly fine. Just the hi-hats, because like during hits and during busy tracks when I listen to metal, I sometimes cannot distinguish if they're hitting crashes or hi-hats. So this is one, maybe a nitpick or a con for me on the S12 Pros, but definitely they're one of my favorite sets. I still like the PR1 Pro though, and comparing it with other sets, like for example, no, I can't compare with the Dioko, because the Dioko is just tuned differently. It's like neutral bright. So what else can I compare it with? Hook X. Yeah, I get the same feeling with the Hook X that openness in sound, but maybe the Hook X comes smoother in the treble and maybe better extended. But does it justify the price hike? I don't think so. You get better value with the S12 Pros. Zetian Wu, if you are sensitive to treble, I think you get the Zetian Wu. It's just warmer overall. It has good bass. But yeah, I have to be honest, I really didn't like this until I changed the ear tips and the cables. Not for the sound, but for the seal and comfort. Yeah, I think that's it for the S12 Pros, man. I really like this. The staging on these are very good. It reminded me of the Cadenza, the Letshuoer Cadenza 12. If the tuner on the Cadenza is the same as the tuner on the S12 Pros, he what can I say? He must have his own preference on the staging, because I definitely can hear that here. For the price though, I get you can get discounted price for these, like maybe 100 or a 120. This is a good set. I mean, some people don't like neutral, some people don't like bright sounding IMs, so I think it's safe to say that the S12 Pros can be a good alternative. Although I really haven't heard the heyday. Yeah, I was told I was gonna be sent a unit, but I think I don't have it yet. I just have to wait until I get my unit for review. I think the S12 Pros has the best value or bang for the buck when you want great sound in price to performance. So yeah, that's pretty much about it, really. Nothing much to say. I really like this set though. Yeah, that's it. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Like my video or subscribe if you want, and peace out. Bye.